to be here as a company and as a team to really work with you and get best ideas from you to help us innovate together for the industry. So again, thank you for being here and really look forward to a great hackathon, great ideas. Appreciate all your attention and your time for the weekend. Thank you.
So let's get started. So for the grand prize, which you guys are here for, it's 7,500 pounds. And yes, that's a pound sign right in front. It's not dollars, pounds. The winner will also be getting a tour to the Oscar-winning Double Negative VFX studio, as well as one robotic prototype hand from the film Ex Machina. So guys, keep in mind this. You guys, the winning team, will have an opportunity, a business opportunity, to discuss business potentials with key figures of the Universal Media Labs executives. Keep that in mind. And for the challenges, you guys all registered, and you guys saw that there's 4 themes and 4 challenges. Pay very close attention, because right now I want to introduce Paul. Here you go. Guys, give him a round of applause.
Okay, so I'm here to introduce the gifting challenge, and I'm not going to read the wording off the website because you can all read that, but I'm just going to talk to you really quickly about the kind of things that we're looking for. So everyone likes getting presents, right? Fact. Hands up if you don't like getting presents. Thank you very much. Getting presents in a digital world is not much fun. It's not very exciting, it's not very interesting, there's nothing to unwrap. Gift cards are about as exciting as gift vouchers were when you were 7 years old and you wanted a train set. So what we're looking to try and do is to really drive an exciting, experiential gifting market for our electronic and digital content, whether that being purchasing Downton Abbey, or whether that be in buying one of our movie titles. If you're a kid and you've been bought Minions, getting a redemption code is not necessarily the most exciting birthday gift. So what we're looking to try and do is think about how we can use all of those tools that are out there already on the web. They're going to have to straddle multiple different business outlets, whether that's Amazon or Google or Linkbox or Sainsbury's or Tesco's or etc. around the world, and see how can we link up that experience of giving something to that experience of actually receiving something. So how do I know, for example, that Fernando's bought me a present and that he's picked it out, he took ages agonizing over it, and he really thinks that Step Up 3 is a film I'm going to love? And how do we make sure that Fernando knows when he goes to buy me Step Up 3 that I'm going to get a real shiver down my spine as I digitally unwrap whatever that looks like, this present, across whichever platform. So it's a really interesting area for us. Gifting for us in the physical world is huge. DVDs are a go-to at Christmas, they're a go-to at Valentine's Day for all the men in the room, and they're a go-to at birthdays, and they make great late and advanced thought-through presents. That doesn't translate necessarily to the digital world at the moment, so that's an area that we really want to crack if we're going to continue to deliver the same experience online as we do in stores today. So that's our challenge, and I think we're taking questions at the end, right?
Yeah, correct.
So this is Michael, and he's going to introduce the next challenge.
Hello, hackers. Hello. So, yeah, I'm Mike, I work in Media Labs, and so as a studio, we've got Impulse pretty nailed when it comes to DVDs. We've got a whole team of people whose job it is to try and get them into Superdrug, or into B&Q, or MFI, or all the places you wouldn't expect to see a DVD. And the great thing there is if you've got the right product and the right price, you have this serendipitous, did I say it right? Serendipitous? Awesome. You have that connection with the content, and you say, that's fantastic, I want it. That just doesn't happen in the digital world, that doesn't translate. People shop very differently in the digital sphere. And so the thing that we're really interested in is how do you really get impulse going with digital content, with digital EST. And so that's the challenge.
All right. Guys, we are next. Pedro.
Morning, everyone. I'll be introducing the driving social interaction between subscription services. Well, subscription services have amazing content. Who doesn't love House of Cards and type of content like that? But the thing is, it's so lonely. Like, all your friends are watching, but each one of you is watching at home independently and without many interaction and without creating a connection with your friends and with the content itself. So our challenge is how can we increase social interaction to drive more content creation, more content discovery, and how can you interact with your friends and with your peers while watching content and subscription video services. The next generation product.
Morning, folks. I was going to just stand up and read from a slide, but it was embarrassing to not get it, so I may ramble instead. Yeah, next generation advertising. Partly as a result of us getting a little bit lazy as a studio, that when a film comes along, how we're going to market it, we're going to do some ads, and that's it. My boss calls them SMADs. You'll have all seen them, tube posters, TV spots, buses that drive up and down with the lovely Mrs. Brown on the side of them. So we've got a wide-ranging audience in here, we've got a wide-ranging audience out there that we need to advertise, tell about the films. These guys are going to push them through the digital channels. They're disparate, they're everywhere. How do we reach them? That's the challenge.
Last one. So yeah, it's just about next generation advertising. So rather than just sticking up a billboard or buying a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl, which costs a lot of money, it's how do we reach social-driven campaigns, viral campaigns, all that sort of thing.
So the advertising is for you, not for your advertisers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a very, very important point, that we're talking about advertising.
Okay, not how you get more advertising.
But just to add to that, but the idea that may be exciting idea for us to use to advertise our content obviously will have applicability for other advertisers to use those. So we could then go to our advertisers who come to our TV show and say, here are the mechanisms that we are using to advertise ourselves. You should be able to exploit those mechanisms as well, right? So the ultimate reach is really, the whole advertising industry.
Any other questions? Going once, going twice. Thanks a lot, guys. Go ahead,
Hey guys, like and retweet.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to think a big thank you to our golden sponsor, Dailymotion. Guys, they really did help us a lot with this. I see you appreciate it. Raise your hand with it. Come on, guys, that's the guy. Another big thank you to our tech partners. Tech partners, can you please all raise your hand? Guys. These guys will be here throughout the whole hackathon, helping you non-stop with your project. If you have any questions, please go to them because they're the ones who are going to take your project up to the next level. Okay, so now for the agenda. So the introductions is currently this part. So right now we're going to do after this is the developer pitches, idea generators. So here's the part where you guys come on stage and you guys will have 1 minute to discuss and pitch your ideas to everyone. So really think right now what you're going to say, take a deep breath, and the best luck to you. After that, 11:30 is we're going to start lunch. So here's also your time to mingle and really find your team and really start figuring out what you're going to do for the rest of the hackathon. And at 12 o'clock is when you officially can begin. So you open your computers, take out your pens and pencils, and really start prototyping and really start working until tomorrow. Between 12 at night and 6, please check in with the challenge leaders. We have challenge posts that you guys will need to do. And also, it's very important that you guys stick to the schedule because the last thing you guys want to do is get disqualified just because you're a couple minutes late. And then at 6 officially is the dinner. So you guys will have dinner. You guys are not working just on snacks and candy. You guys will have a full course meal, just like bananas. And throughout the night, you guys will have snacks. So you guys will have that energy level always coming up. Coffee all through the night. You guys aren't just going to drink water. For Sunday, so the last final day, guys pay very close attention. Breakfast is served at 8 a.m., but you guys remember you guys will have coffee all through the night. Coding officially stops at 12. So that means at 12, you put your pencils down, you close your laptops. That's it. That's it. That's it. When I mean that's it, guys, you guys are officially done. And you guys will also have lunch at that time. And at 1 o'clock, you guys will officially start presenting. So all the idea generators are in your team. Between lunch and 1, please bring your laptops up because we're going to be here and we're going to be checking your stuff just to make sure everything runs very smoothly. Between 1 and judging, there's where you guys finish for your presentation, and between the judge deliberation, all that, you guys will have the reception. You guys are going to have a couple of drinks, some finger food, just time to finally relax and just be the anticipation because you guys are going to be feeding it. And the winners are officially announced at 6:15. So that's like, the moment all of you have been waiting for. It's that prize time. And the closing remarks will be done around here. And with that, the event is officially over. Does anybody have questions about the agenda? Perfect, everybody's on the same page. Okay, important deadlines. Like I mentioned, we're gonna do challenge post deadlines that you guys need to do it. It's not voluntarily, and it's not, can I just ignore it? No, you guys need to do this. So the first one is midnight today. Who's familiar with challenge post? Who's ever used challenge post before? Okay, perfect, so a couple of you. Challenge post is this very simple website, so basically all you're doing is registering your team. You're not putting your project on it, you're just registering your team name and your actual team members. So by midnight tonight, all you need to do is submit your project idea and your team member. Very simple, it takes 5 minutes, do it. And tomorrow at 12 o'clock when you close your laptops, please, that's the final deadline to submit your final project. So if it's not on challenge post, guys, do it. And another FYI, string wire, are you guys here?
It might still be outside.
Okay, so you guys know about the application String Wire. They're doing their own little challenge called the Best Reporter. It's an app that you can basically live stream, and they're doing a little challenge throughout the whole hackathon. You guys will be grabbing the app, and this is your time to really explore the app. You guys are going to be going up to random people and be like, hey, submit, review, make little videos, basically be very interactive the whole hackathons. At the end, they'll choose the actual best reporter, and they have their own prize to give out. It's very fun, and if you want to check out other little Stripe feeds, stream feeds, this is the link, stringwire/watch that hackathon. Very cool.
Basically, it's telling your own story.
Yeah, it's basically telling a story. Express what are you talking about, what is your idea, how do you feel about the hackathon? Are you guys having, issues? Are you guys, really hacking all night? Really explore it. When you guys registered also, you guys had the option to see if you guys were interested in recruitment. We have that person, Louise. Guys, Louise, everybody say hi.
Hi.
There we go. Come on down, Louise. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Perfect. So she's your main girl to go to. If you guys have any questions, she's the person. She has her own desk. There you go.
There's 3 of us.
All right, guys. Remember, keep that in mind. And without further ado, I say it's time for the idea pitches. Idea generators. Are you guys ready?
One other thing I really want to point out, very, very important when you build a team and then when you are ready to present your idea at the end, make sure you focus on one person who can do a really great job presenting your idea. We have done, this is our 4th hackathon, and the biggest disappointment that I get when we go around the table and we look at what you're building, it's great stuff, but then when you're up there presenting, somehow you miss the mark because there's too much of an introduction and you lose out on the time, and there are 2-3 people trying to actually say something or pitch what you built, and you lose out on that because you have a very short amount of time to present your idea. And just like in real world, not only what you have done matters, but also how you communicate that matters really highly. So I would really highly recommend you think about that, pick up spokesperson, rehearse your presentation for the judges for your end product that you have built. That would be very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. If anybody wants to grab someone from Media Labs and talk about your pitch, get some tips on the right things to include on the pitch, anything like that, just come and grab us. We'll be really happy to help.
Guys, that's a very important question. That's a very important fact. You have no idea how many times that happens where people do have a good idea And when they come to present, you guys don't have a script ready, you guys start mumbling, and you guys a lot of times pass the time schedule, so you guys lose out on that valuable, precious time. So do be prepared when it comes to calming down and final presentation. And we have 2 questions.
How long are the pitches?
How long are the pitches?
Yeah.
3 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute today.
Oh, 1 minute pitches
tomorrow.
today is 1 minute.
No, today. Yeah, tomorrow is 3.
So 1 minute is your idea pitches right now. So all your idea journeyers are gonna come. Tomorrow, when you have your team, you guys are gonna have 3 minutes. That was the question? Oh, perfect.
Sorry. I also want to point out that you can apply to 2 challenges, right? That's the maximum that you can apply to. So 1 idea, 2 challenges. So just want to make sure everybody had that point. It's a question that comes from in there.
Perfect. Thank you.
You don't have to, but you have that option.
Okay. Sorry, you had a question?
Sorry, did I need to put my name on the idea board? Did I?
Did you put it in? You can still put it. Don't worry, stop. Okay, so now for the idea pitches. Idea generators, please raise your hand. Perfect. Let me see. Guys, look around. These are idea pitches, and we're gonna bring the idea wall. See? Perfect. I'm gonna bring it over here. So first in line is still in progress. I'm kidding. That's not the title. Alexander Matel. Where you at? Guys, round of applause for a very first idea.
Okay, 1, 2. Sound.
So when I say
All right.
go,
good.
I've got timer. I'm here, I'm prepared.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And go for it.
Yeah, my first pitch. So the idea is like when you look at recommendation
I'm pitching.
engines for movies, you see that the data they collect and analyze is too simple. Have reviews, have like 1 to 5 scale for ratings for the movies. It's not enough. Like movies are more complex than audio, and you have to collect more data. You cannot use like keyboard, you cannot use like mouse, you cannot use voice, because like when people are watching during the movies, they don't want to interact, like they don't want to interrupt the movie. So the only way we see is possible to collect the data is through gestures, and people do it through gestures. And the most interesting thing is what do we do after that with the data? For example, we can map it and see like-minded people with like same taste in movies. You can characterize what people like more characters, like more dialogue in movies. You can use the data. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you. Now next is crowd view. Tom, you ready?
No.
You are? Tom.
So, you ready? You ready?
Yeah, ready?
Go.
My name's Tom. I'd like to introduce crowd view. So the best viewing experiences are always shared, whether it's cinema or sitting on the sofa at home watching something with your family. Crowd view helps corral friends or like-minded people watch TV or content with people at the same time, so you can interact and discuss. The key is you can do that where, when, how you want. It doesn't matter what format. Doodle for content viewing, as it were. So you can watch House of Cards on Netflix at the same time, or you can get a group of friends together and actually sort of hire out a private cinema. I think this answers the briefs of gifting, impulse purchase, and maybe next generation advertising. It's crowd view. My name's Tom.
What's your favorite color?
Look at 6 seconds left.
What are you looking for? Developer, designer?
Need developers, designers, tech people.
Guys, you heard it. You're going to roll
Next is Brett. Come on down. When you're ready.
Greetings. Greetings. So my idea is called Voom. So the idea is to approach the social interaction challenge as well as the next generation advertising challenge. So it will be based on, there will be rewards and loyalty for people who watch, and there'll also be about content generation in terms of giving your opinions, also targeted advertising, which will have loyalty and rewards associated with it as well. The rewards model works great in the US with incentives. It hasn't quite come over here yet, but I think combining advertising with rewards, with social interaction, and making film companies, especially with companies like yourselves, more aware of
what users like, what they're interested in. I think that'll be a good value proposition for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We're just going to do this right now. Can I get all the idea generators who wrote it down? Can we all have you stand up and start forming a line right here? Because we're just going to start going one by one.
Good luck.
So, Yelena, you ready?
What did you think of my little idea, guys? What's that?
It was on the hackathon.
What's that?
It was on another hackathon.
Yeah.
The one at the
Unilever.
Unilever.
Yeah, I was there. I thought I remembered you, yeah. You wore the Slayer t-shirt or something. Slayer or Metallica, something red and black.
Yeah, guys, common courtesy, we're going to start. We're still...
Motorhead, okay.
Guys, 5 minutes, we're still not done. Ladies and gentlemen, common courtesy.
Guys, I just pitched to a bunch of executives from NBC Universal, sitting at the front.
Alright.
Got a good reception, actually. So this is my friend Yelena that's pitching now. She's got 2 ideas.
Guys, let's give it up for Yelena.
Okay. So hi everyone, I'm Yelena. I'm the founder of Abstract Media. I do a lot of interactive video projects. And in my experience, just telling people to interact with something just because we want them to doesn't work. I mean, the technology nowadays literally allows you to read people's minds. And the way I want to do this is by measuring people's pulse and delivering content based on how they feel. So let's say that you feel really blue today, we're going to deliver you something nice, colourful, loads of colours. If you're feeling too anxious, you know, you need to cool down, we'll make sure it happens. I mean, yeah, I'm looking for a great team who sees this idea and sees a way to implement it to ads, to interactive films, to all platforms, because I really think that this could be a future.
Thank you. Next, golden ticket. I got the golden ticket.
Nice one.
When you're ready? Okay, let's go. Yeah. So hi, I'm Katch. I'm a UX designer at ITV. My project is called Golden Ticket. It fits into the first category, and it's about both digital and hard copy gifts. So this is how it works, and what it's inspired by. Yes, yeah, thanks. There was a project for Coke where you could customize your Christmas jumper. Similarly, there was one for American football, by Electronic Arts. You could make customized gifts. So the concept is, obviously NBC has a lot of content, creative content, and the concept is to allow that being customized by the user and turn it into a digital golden ticket that's both a personal gift and also like an invite to either subscribe or space you go, NBC Universal content. Sorry. So that's it.
Great. Thank you very much. Social media? Monique. No name yet.
Not yet.
You ready?
Here you go. So let's go.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, think Netflix meets Skype meets Reddit community kind of thing. So when you join this subscription service, you get access to a community. So I can say, I like Jessica Alba. I want to join the Jessica Alba group, and the Jessica Alba group could decide to host or stream one of her movies, and everyone who's part of that group can decide to join that stream. And we can have Skype and video conference on the side, and everyone can chat still and discuss the movie and choose to be seen on the screen together. So you can see reactions as they come. But on demand is still very exciting, and people want to do things in their own time. So you can still choose to do it private and just invite your friends. So I can say, I'm watching a movie now. Oh, I've already gotten 10 minutes in, but my friend's just come online, so he can join my streaming session where I'm at now. That's basically what it is. So help me.
Next, Ed, please. Here you go. So when you're ready, you hit the clock.
So hi everyone, my name's Ella. So the project is called EdFuse, and it's basically for a video on demand service for primary school children. So the idea is basically to get animation companies to collaborate with publishers to make like a platform of animations combined with interactive quizzes. And so the project would be curtailed with the social interaction challenge and the gifting challenge. And the idea with gifts is to kind of make avatars for kids who successfully complete tests. So yeah, I'm looking for developer, designers, and anyone technical. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next, Adrian. Did I pronounce that right? Filmdrian. EdFuse is right now. Filmdrian. Going once, huh? Orfeo. Going once. Okay, let's go to Moment.
We have a
by
problem.
Z. Moment. Oh, you ready?
More or less, yeah.
Let's give him a round of applause. He's the first person to show off the race. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Good morning, everyone. I might sound a bit tired, but I came roughly at 4 AM in London, so please bear with me. So my app idea is called Moments, and it's sort of a gamification, next generation advertising system. So the tagline is live in the moment. So for instance, you're walking around and you're near one of Universal's projects, or if you're in an area where Downton Abbey was shot, you get a challenge saying, if you complete this challenge, you can get a free viewing of Downton Abbey or something like that. So you do the challenge on your wearable or phone device. You can actually, when you're doing the challenge, you can use StreamWire and live stream the whole event to make it more social, and sort of, yeah, pretty much sort of gamification advertising. I'm half asleep, so I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
Some Red Bull or caffeine.
And we have a comedian.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hope you get a cup of coffee. Glenn Cooper, you ready? Come on down.
So when you're ready, show me the clock.
Hi, my name's Glenn Cooper. I'm actually a structural engineer, but I come up with this really good idea because I'm a big consumer of videos and films on Netflix, but I don't know about any of you guys, but after a while you kind of find that you've reached the limit of the films that you enjoy. You end up consuming a load of content you don't really even care about anymore. So, and the problem with things like subscription services like Netflix is you never really get a decent enough recommendation system, especially from things like your friends. So my idea is a mobile phone app, pretty much like StreamWire, kind of Periscope, where you get to review the films that you love and even broadcast them live so that your friends can pick them up as and when they need, when they start, say for instance, spinning up the next Netflix film, or if they think about downloading a DVD or a Blu-ray, or even buying a DVD and Blu-ray. So it kind of crosses over two challenges. And using Periscope and StreamWire as a basis for an app design.
Thank you very much. GIFs. Oh. GIF. Ignis.
Oh, yeah, he's there.
Oh. 3, 2, too late. Next.
So when you're ready, show me the clock.
Hello everybody, my name is Sam, and I'm looking to put a team together to fulfill the digital gifting brief. So I have an idea about creating experiences for giving these gifts away. So it's really about, I mean, I'm going to be a little bit cryptic here, and you'll have to come and see me if you want to find out more. But it's a really, really innovative solution to giving away content. And I mean, it's using different forms of media. It's a very contemporary solution. And I'm looking for an experiential designer and a front-end developer. I'm a designer and a visionary. And if you'd like to work with me, please come and find out more.
Thank you very much. Anastasia, you ready?
And here we go.
Hey, hello everybody. I would like to tell you a story, some small story. Imagine there is a pair, a girl and her friend. They're going to celebrate her birthday, and they're going to the underground, and there is something happening there. Have you seen the digital billboards there in the band Liverpool station? So he's turning here to this billboard, and during 20 seconds, he's showing the best moments of their own life together. And I think after that, she even doesn't need theater or after. Oh, it's great! It's so, oh my god, it's so cool! And actually, there is 72 million of investment for this digital billboard, and 2,000 new billboards will be available soon in the underground station. So I would like to have an application which will give the possibility people to share their great moments of their life.
Danny, you ready? Come on down.
Thank you very much. My name is Daniel, and actually I would like to change a little bit away how people consume advertisement on the such services like YouTube or Dailymotion. In a lot of cases, you are getting distracted by your video is interrupted, and you get an advertisement. Either you have to watch it for a couple of a minute, or you have a skip button. And usually, like how long you watch the video after you get this skip button available? Actually, it's microseconds possibly. And what I'm proposing actually to solve this problem is not to give a skip button, but to give a small quiz, like 4 different possibilities, where you can guess what the brand the advertisement is about, and you click, and you don't need to watch the advertisement further, or if you are miss, you watch it to the end. And if you did it 3 times, you don't watch advertisement a lot. So you get less advertisement if you are clever, and advertisers get information about what the brand is about.
Thank you very much. Carl. Carl, are you here?
Thank you.
You are? Oh wow, look at that. You ready?
Yeah. Here you go.
So, my idea is...
Carl. Alright guys, when we have a speaker, it's common courtesy. Let's just hold out whatever our remarks and just wait till the end. So let's put 1 minute again and start.
But it'll be our idea, eventually. Social 360 video over VoIP. So I'm making 360 video at the moment. I was in Paris filming a 360 video last weekend with 14 cameras for the Gear VR for Oculus. And one of the problems when you're watching 360 video is that you're by yourself. You've got your eyes covered, you've got your ears covered, and you're not interacting with anyone. And especially if they're in the room with you and you want to watch it, you want to start at the same time. So 360 video where people could talk and see what each other's seeing, just like the mediocre bullseye, and be able to see where everyone's looking, and then talk to each other like you would in the cinema. Yeah, so...
what are you looking for?
Oh, yeah, so I'm a WebGL and JavaScript and Unity developer, so I can take care of a lot of that area for the 360 video and doing all that stuff. I've got loads of 360 videos to do. But I'm looking for more kind of back-end people that can deliver things. Connect it.
Molpic, you ready?
Yep. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock.
My name's Dean, so my idea is Molpic, which is essentially Netflix meets Facebook, but a lot better. So you onboard like you would with Netflix, but you have a feed, and so that you have your random feed, which is things that you're interested in based on what you've selected, but you can also see what your friends are watching in another feed. You can then scroll across again, and then you can see what's trending across the application, especially with the types of content that you said you like, and then there's discovery feed where you can just kind of scroll through. So it's a freemium subscription service. With freemium, you can store for one that watch snippets of trailers and so forth, but your friends can actually buy you, say, a month's pass, or they can buy you cinema tickets or a DVD, so you get to package a lot of content with social interaction, where you have a feed and your friends are posting, retweeting videos or whatever it is. So yes, I'm looking for developers, designers, and ideas generators are always useful as well. So cool, that's me.
18, you ready?
So when you're ready, she'll hit the clock and go.
Hi, my name is Michele, and my idea is about creating a social viewing experience which bridges the current viewing experience with the VR, which actually I think will be the future of digital movie fruition. And so the fact is that now VR is not widespread yet, and the devices maybe are not comfortable enough. And my idea is to bring a social layer on every platform by something like a web browser extension or an application that makes you see how many people are watching in this very moment a movie or a show or a theater show even. And you have the possibility, if you have a device like even a cardboard, to invite people from all over the world and join the movie with you, also by chatting with voice or any other
Last thing, social media content.
Yeah.
Did you?
Double check that.
There you go. 1 minute on the clock.
Hi, blessing. Well, I think many of you would agree that the alarm is pretty ubiquitous in our lives. And so is the snooze button. So we do click the snooze button a lot. So my idea was, what if we could create an experience so compelling that you will look forward to your alarm? So how to do that is to include your friends. So whilst you can set the time, your friends will literally call the tune. The alarm that will play will be set by your friends. So this allows you to interact it, to put it in an environment which you always use. We set probably 2 alarms a day, and the more organized people set even more alarms. So I think it will be an interesting concept. Thank you very much.
Ready? Next.
Guys, again, common courtesy. So, you have 1 minute again.
Our idea was to create intelligent movie recommendations based on the user's personality. We're going to get that data using IBM Watson's personality insights from the user's Twitter feed. So the user will just be able to enter their Twitter handle and it'll come up with movie recommendations. And also we want to be able to have room for the user to enter 2 Twitter handles or maybe more, so they can find movies with them and their friends that they'll enjoy based on their personality.
Talk about what you're looking for.
Developers. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Brandon on the stage. Going once, going twice, and Synodate. You ready?
Here you go. 1 minute on the clock.
Okay, for it.
Hi, I'm Shmarin, and my app pitches for Synodate. It's Netflix meets online dating. So think of someone that's watching a film at home alone, and yet they're on their mobile device looking at dating sites and not really doing either well. They're not fully engaged in the content they're watching, and it's hard to come up with things to talk about online. So this app would then present questions within the app about the content. You know, Back to the Future, if you could go back in time, you know, what would you say to yourself or whatnot, and then it will match you with people that have either similar tastes in movies or similar answers to yourself, so you can meet new people, and it rewards you for watching more films online, and you can invite someone to Synodate and give them a free, you know, online viewing experience and create your own questions within that film that they can then answer, and hopefully you can find out more about them and have a more engaging conversation than Tinder or Netflix. I'm looking for everything.
Thank you very much.
Brandom is a platform. It allows people to interact with embassy material to create their own. That material could be like a gift voucher, or it could be promotional material. So rather than just saying, I like Game of Thrones, you have access to the artwork, and you can build your own specific artwork, promotional material, and people can follow you, people can subscribe to your channel, and that way you can actually add value into it, and potentially they can generate their own income stream. A bit like, does anyone know Victorious? Yeah, it's kind of along those lines, but we make it open access. So we're after designers, we're after coders, we're after people who can work in a team, who want to work hard, and who'd like to win.
I like the winning part here. Poker Celeb, you ready?
Yep, here you go.
Hi, James from Event Tech Lab. We know that live events often create the content for a lot of advertising, social engagement and stuff like this. And this is really aimed at people who want to interact with technology in public spaces, and also for NBC and their celebrities from their shows to be seen as real people as well as the characters from the shows. So integrating Pepper's Ghost holographic technology, we can have various stages to launch new NBC shows around public spaces, shopping malls, wherever, and create an app that can either be downloaded or has some sort of NFC activation, and then content is created by NBC with interviews. The people then activate the holographic thing. They have a choice of which interview they want to see with which celebrity on a specific topic. You don't have to create that, they would do that.
What are you looking for?
Anybody that's interested, really, designers, developers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Movie Meets. Ready? Come on down.
Hi, I want to make a sort of platform, I know all the ideas people about that, where say you walking or going around town, you get an alert on your smartwatch saying that a movie that fits your profile is just about to start or is going to start. Then you can basically tap your phone and either see the trailer on your mobile device or pass the trailer on to other people in your network, and they then can either watch the trailer, agree to meet you at the cinema, or cast it to a Chromecast device. And that's it, really.
What are you looking for?
Just looking for more devs, really, and a bit of less clumsiness.
All right.
Daniel, would you agree?
You ready?
Hi, I'm Daniel, and our app idea is called AgriGreet. AgriGreet is an app that allows friends and family of occasion celebrants to make video greetings via their phones and automatically compiles all greetings at the day of the occasion or at set time and posts it on social media. AgriGreet provides users with a selection of their favorite movie and media clips where users can edit themselves into. Imagine a singing scene from your friend's favorite musical, Pitch Perfect, where the actors sing him a happy birthday, beautifully voiced dubbed by his friends through the app, of course, or a serious and intellectual conversation in Ex Machina, and then your friend suddenly inserts a clip of himself saying, blah blah blah, by the way, do you know it's Lisa's birthday today? AgriGreet will provide the platform to users to do all this, and it's all up to the user's creativity to create the greetings. This platform is for digital gifting digital content and next generation advertising.
Thank you very much. David, you ready?
Ready?
Come on down.
Okay, so one of the things I found out about Universal when I was doing my research is they are the home of the original monsters. And to me, that is like an awesome opportunity, especially around like Oculus or something. So one of the ideas I have is to maybe do like a wedding or something, and young Frankenstein's getting married, and you do it all in a VR thing. So what I need is like people with some transmedia experience, writers, because I want this to really be an interesting story, and anyone who knows how to work Oculus, because I've never managed. So that's it. Yeah.
Talk to our team too.
Okay,
They'll
cool.
help you out.
Awesome.
They'll
That's
get you
right.
started.
Yeah.
The
preacher from the Black Lagoon.
No. Eleanor, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here you go. 1 minute on the clock.
3 ideas in 60 seconds. Idea number 1, gamified social sharing on streaming platforms. So you earn titles depending on what you watch. So if you're like a level 5 Game of Thrones because you've seen every single season and you're a Ned Stark fanboy, that sort of thing. Idea number 2, a search engine for movie content based on closed captioning. So you can actually search for like the words in the movie, so it's more specific. That would like be a plugin to that platform. And number 3, if you look around, you'll see all of these movie posters. Think about social gifting, where you can put your selfie into the movie poster and customize it to the person that you're gifting. So lots of ideas. If you want to work with me, I'm looking for code wizards. Thanks.
And 92, did I say it right? 42. 92. You ready?
Yep. Don't you guys feel like you're missing out on like really important content and really important news like all the time? But at the same time, you really don't want to waste even more time while at work because you're tracking TechCrunch, NBC, Esquire, and all that stuff. Really what we all want is all that great content in one single place that just flows. And the great thing that does it right now is stuff like magazines and actual stuff like Comcast, Universal, they make stories. And that's what makes it flow. And that's exactly what our awesome team is creating. We're creating a beautiful user interface and combining that with intelligent content selection and actual crowdsourced professional editing. And with that, any developers that want to join it, make it even more awesome, so feel free to join. At 42, my name is JD, and that's John as well.
Alright, down in, living room. There you go. You ready?
Hello, my name is Lionel, and I worked for over 10 years as a TV producer. Whenever I have a program that's on TV, I always get all my family members to sit in front of the couch, in front of the TV, and to watch them. So my idea is actually called My Living Room. It's basically a browser within a browser that you can actually open up. All your family and friends will be there, and basically you can just invite them to watch the show at the same time. This is to address challenge 3 and 4, where we can actually chat during advertisement time, commercial time. We can chat about the plots. It's all within one browser where everybody gets together, no matter where you are. You don't have to be in the same room, of course. You know, over distances, and basically the experience is like a living room where you get together and just basically watch the content you like. There's a lot here that you can do regarding gifting as well, and also next generation advertising where you recommend to family and friends. So my USP here is family, because that's the people that you're closest to, and they can actually share the experience of, hey, this is the movie, now it's a sequel, you watched this when you're 10 years old, now it's back again. So My Living Room is one title that you can't forget today, My Living Room. Thank you.
Guys, which idea do you like?
Hello everyone. I want to create a platform that's basically socially share video content. And the content itself is organized by certain mid-sized or small-sized organizations. The motivation stems from that I'm a fencer and I'm always looking for fencing videos, but they're nowhere to be seen. You have to really sift through those thousands of YouTubes in order to gather it. So the idea is for the organization, like fencing's organization in the United States, to upload at least videos. And then you can get all the members of the existing organization to share the channel, and they can add content, comments, and even change the content slightly because fencing videos are very difficult to watch without comments. So that's the use case. I'm looking for people with brilliant mind and the intention of having fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much. William, offers? William, is that you?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi. I'm an Android and iPhone developer, and the idea is just to have an app that gives notifications of offers. Now that doesn't sound very good, but if it gets a reputation of good offers, then the thing could take off, like at least 50% off or free even. So when you get an offer, you know it's a good one. So That's it, I'll probably look it up myself and pitch it tomorrow.
Okay, no, Film Dream. I believe you came back. Film Dream, you came back. Here you go.
Hi, I'll do a quick one. I was actually going through the back catalogue of all the films that Universal Pictures has released, and I think, how could you sell these? Now, I came up with a bit of an aesthetic way of presenting this, but also to make it interactive and viral. So on social media, you would give snippets of that film and then make a sort of film quiz out of it. Now, this might hook up into the gifting idea. The aesthetics that I was thinking of was actually based on a painting that I saw, which was of Mondrian. And I think in this way, you can present different snippets in one big picture and sell it. That's it. Looking for a really good designer and a dev. That would be cool. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys, this is, as everyone presented their idea, you still have a chance to come on stage and present your idea.
Yeah.
You? Oh.
Anyone else? You? All right, come over here. You? Come out. Actually, yeah, come on stage. Just go on stage. Go on stage. Go on stage. Anyone else? Going once. Going twice. Okay.
Hi, my name is Dennis. Who thinks that science can change the world? Raise your hands. Cool. And who of you thinks that a developer can change science? No one, just me. I'm not a developer, by the way. So, I'm looking for a mobile developer, Android, to try to address this issue. There are 2 Nobel Prize recipients. One guy is called Randy Shackman in 2013. He said that today science is sick, and the mechanism of pushing, the mechanism that gives prize to science is, sorry, I'm messing up. The mechanism that promote the good science is as bad as the mechanism of bonus in finance. And another guy who won the Nobel Prize for Physics, Peter Higgs, said that years ago he wouldn't get a job in science if he was working like this. So come along if you want to change this, and let's try. Cheers.
Ready?
Hi, my name is Claudine, and my idea is using interactivity within video content for children. So instead of actually children having, sit down through the process of actually watching a video, then you actually have like a sensor, motion sensor, and they can create an avatar, and they can actually partake in the video, and they'll actually have in the process like win awards or something, kind of be gaming it as well. I'm just looking for people to work on that with me.
Great.
My idea is for a tool for the next generation of couch potatoes. So the idea is Tinder gets people swiping for hours and hours every day. So instead of people will do this for like old married couples who've can't really use Tinder, and just give them lots of TV shows to swipe through. So they like it, they just swipe left, and they don't swipe right. And then using that, we can find new things to show people that like based on what they swipe. So yeah, I'm looking for anyone who's interested. Thanks.
Alright guys, the pitches are finally over. Idea generators, y'all did an amazing job. You guys kept it 1 minute. Most people try to speak like 10 seconds extra. So you guys did a good job presenting your pitch. Now is for the fun part. So now is where everybody stands up, everybody goes back, and they start forming teams. So idea generators, you're looking for a developer. Everybody has a badge. So I'm an idea generator, I'm a developer, I'm a designer. Look for them, that's how you can tell who is who. And if anybody needs help looking for a team, please don't stress out. Come to me or any of the guests or any of the organizers with the black shirt, and we will help you look for a team. Do not feel like you can't find anybody else. Guys, we're still not done? Well, basically we're done. With that, good luck, everybody. I wish you